feet away from my tower to the south, so I can orientate wire array antennas. In other words, do my own little version of Voice of America out here with the big wire array stretched between the tower and the telephone pole. K6WF, K6AER. Yep, I took out the R1. Well, here's the thing. You've ridden big bikes. That bike weighs 435 pounds, 180 horsepower, and we had 155 horsepower measured at the rear wheel. That's 180 engine horsepower. The bike accelerates so hard, your vision grays out. You're pulling more than 1G acceleration. I've taken the bike through the quarter mile at 9.8 seconds, 141 miles an hour. That's an old bike now. You can buy a 200 horsepower motorcycle called a BMW RR1000, and it's even faster than its street stock. That no, they don't use the opposing. Yeah, I know the one you're thinking about. No, it's 4 inline, just like the Yamaha. Well, the fastest out there still is the R1 because it's lighter. I think the fastest top speed bike is the BMW RR1000. I think it, with its additional horsepower, but it has additional weight. It's a little faster. I think it's about 6 miles an hour faster top end. It just takes it a little longer to get there. But no race in the R1 is. It's more like riding a rocket with brains. Your F9 plus 5, I really couldn't ask for any more other than maybe hors d'oeuvres served with the QSO.
And 6 QW.
No, that's not too bad at all. The band, 40 meters has become the new 20 meters, really. 20 is so short during the day because we're at the bottom of the cycle and what have you, that I used to never even consider having a beam on 40, but now with the bottom of the sunspot cycle, it's not going to improve right away. It's going to take 2 or 3 years to build back up. I'm giving no second thoughts to putting up at least a 2-element beam on 40. Now, I'm looking at your antenna here. Do you ever have to throw golf balls back out? Well, I understand. My dad used to have a house in Sun City, right on the golf course. And he had a great big slingshot. And every time a golf ball came rolling onto the property, he'd go out and grab the slingshot and shoot it on down the fairway there. And he'd see a group of golfers come by looking for his ball, and he says, "Oh no, it's out there in the center of the green." And they couldn't figure out how it got out there. What are you using for an amplifier there, Philip? Okay, now you won't get out any more power, but your dissipation will greatly increase. The 572 is 165 watt dissipation, where the 811s are only 65 watts. So you run the 572s in there, you'll never ever replace those tubes again. Yeah, anything with a warranty is good. It's not rocket science. They've been making those tubes since you and I were little babies. Now, one thing I want to let you know on your 811, is that the 3-tube 811 or the H? You know, you can replace those 811s with two 572Bs and still get the same output. Yeah, your impedance on your plate load is determined by the current and the peak voltage. And so you can put two 572Bs in there and get out the same amount of power. Now your dissipation is going to be 300 watts, which is still about 20-30% more than the 811s. Okay. Incidentally, you can also upgrade the transformer in that if you're going to run 3572s, you can upgrade the transformer in there and get more peak wattage out if you want to go down that road. You'll get about 800 off of 3 of them, but you've got to swap out the high voltage transformer. Anyhow, Flip, sounds like you've got a very nice house with a beautiful view of the greens there, and what's the typical temperature that you see in the summertime there in Banning, K6AER?
And 6QW.
Okay, your signal dropped down, so the band's starting to go long with sunset here. Anyhow, Flip, let me say 73s, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and you're having fun out there, and that's the most important thing. K6WM will listen out, K6AER. Who was the other station, K6AER?
K6AER from beautiful downtown Newbury Park, November 6, Quebec Whiskey. Hi, Mike.
Oh my God. Newbury Park. I used to live on St. Lucas there, right off of Borchard. N6QW, K6AER.
Yeah, we had a beautiful day here today, Mike. Name is Pete. And I know that you lived in this area, so I thought I'd give you a shout. Got a great signal here as usual, and I was just reading the mail on amplifiers and antennas, and Yeah, that seems like that's a good investment, especially with the bands being what they are for the next couple of years. Anyway, we're here. If you think of the crossroads of cross streets of Reno and Lynn Road, we're in the southwest quadrant, so not too far from where San Lucas there. K6AER in beautiful downtown New Mexico, N6QW in Newberry Park.
Yeah, you're up there in the hills, aren't you?
No. We're right near where the state park is, where it picks off a Potrero there.
This, God, there was an Indian name park. I'm trying to remember. God, what was the Indian name for that park?
I can't pronounce it, but you're right. As a matter of fact, they got a small little village there with a hut and some other artifacts and what have you, and that's about maybe 800 feet from where I'm at.
Yeah, you're right off of Lynn Road, aren't you?
QSL.
Yeah, my wife's name is Lynn. I always thought that was interesting. Well, very good. You're 5 and 7 here into Alamogordo, New Mexico. Oh, I miss the weather of Newberry Park. God, you have no idea. It was so beautiful. 70 during the day, and then a little bit of overcast to roll in from the beach with the cool air, and we sleep like babies. And I was right there at the end of Orchard Road, and I never had an air conditioner in my house. We never needed it.
Oh, Roger, yeah, that's what it was today. It was about 75, and this morning was 48.
Well, it was 48 degrees?
Yeah, QSL about 7 o'clock this morning.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that?
Yeah, 48 degrees. Isn't that a national emergency in California?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, absolutely. But anyway, sun was out. It's just beautiful, shirt sleeve weather. I went out for my walk today. I went down to near that Indian village that you talked about, and just enjoying it. I'm playing with the radio here that I just completed constructing, and still going through some of the places. But you're 5.9 plus, and of course you're running 1500. I'm running about 600 here with an SB200. K6AER N6QW.
Okay, well, did you do much mods on the SB200 there?
Yeah, QSL, I rebuilt the whole thing. I put a Peter Dahl transformer in it, replaced the high voltage board, replaced the circuit breakers, replaced just about everything in there. Got a pair of Taylor 572Bs in here. Upgraded the fan. It's got the soft start, and it's got the soft key as well. And it'll, if you crank it a little bit, it'll hit 800 watts.
One of the mods I did on an SB220 is I put in a series resistor with the fan that has a thermistor snap switch made by Silco, and you buy it for 130 degrees. So the fan runs at about half speed, which is fine on sideband. But if you get into CW or RTTY and if the tubes start to heat up, it shorts across the dropping resistor and the fans go to full speed. So that's one of my favorite mods on the SB220. N6QW, K6AER.
Oh yeah, and what a workhorse. You know, I had a choice of buying an Ameritron or buying this, actually it was a Hulk. It had no tubes, but it was in pretty good physical condition. And so I decided to do that, and for about $1,000 I rebuilt the whole thing and got the Peter Dahl transformer. I think it makes a big difference. The voltage hardly sags, and we hit about 2200 volt no load. So you know, with a little bit of time and a little thought, you can get a really good amplifier for about $1,000.
Well, it's a great amplifier. Now, if you just want painted heat kit green, you'd be at home free.
Yeah, you're right. It's seasick green. Seasick green is the favorite color. Well, I got to tell you, it's interesting to see where our technology is taking us. Small amplifiers, small footprint, a lot of power. I heard you describe your amp here, or one of the amps, with the 900 volt supplies in series. That's kind of innovative and a good way to get 3600 volts. But I got a big monster here that I'm looking at, but I'm almost afraid nowadays to turn it on. I got a 3CPX 1500A7 that only runs on 20 meters, and every time I put on that power supply, it's 3600 volts at an amp, and I get a little nervous about that, so I don't turn it on too often. K6AER N6QW.
Oh, very good there, Peter. Well, we're trying to put out a better signal out of New Mexico here. we've got a tower project going where we're going to have 2 elements on 40 meters up at about almost 100 feet, so that'll help. The other thing I'm doing is I've got a 100-foot telephone pole. I think I've finally secured that, and we're going to put that about 200 feet away from the tower, and we're going to run a gigantic curtain array like Voice of America, and I'm going to set it up so I have multi-driven elements that we can phase to go east or go west. So I'm looking forward to having some fun out here on the acreage. N6QW, K6AER.
You bet. Shades of Delano, California, and the Sturba curtains. Wow. Hey, that's an amazing project, and no reason why not. When I lived up in near Seattle in the Pacific Northwest, I had an extended Lazy H up in the pine trees. We had some 150-foot high Doug firs, and it is amazing what you can do with an wire antenna. It was facing Europe, and you turn that thing on running 5 watts, and you'd have all guys calling you from Europe. So a good wire array, like a Sturba curtain, will do amazing wonders. And there's a guy I talked to back in the Midwest somewhere, Mike, and he was running a 30-element wire beam, and man, he's making the radio jump off the table. So it sounds like you're going to have fun. Well, I'm going to be have to QRT here. I just wanted to say hi from Newberry Park. Time to get dinner started here this evening, or I'm going to be in trouble with the XYL. Always a pleasure to chat with you. That's 7300, and your amp just doing an amazing job here in the Newberry Park. K6AER, November 6th, Quebec Whiskey.
Okay, very good. Do you ever run into Bob Paul out there, KK6UE?
No, I don't know too many people. I've only lived here about 6 years, Mike, so I don't know too many of the local hams.
Okay, he lives in Newberry Park right up against the mountain there, underneath Rail Peak. I understand when you guys had the fires out there, it was pretty scary.
2 miles away, 2 miles away.
Wow, I don't miss that at all. Peter 73, and have a great week. N6QW, K6AER.
You bet, Mike. Always a pleasure. K6AER, N6QW, clear.
K6AER is going to be clear the frequency.